What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here. We are back with our Tales of Crestoria video. Today, I wanted to kind of go over, I wouldn't say it's really a guide, but just kind of my advice for getting the final challenge board done. So there are 10 challenge boards in total. I think around challenge board 5 is where you get your first SSR ticket, and then challenge board 10 gives you your second one. But challenge board 10 is definitely a lot more work just overall. So a lot of these are pretty self-explanatory. You know, clear main story on very hard for chapter 1. I would say for chapter 1, you want to at least have, you know, various elements and probably at least have a team that's level 60 or 70. I would say if you don't have 60 to 70, you know, like a full team that you can run, you probably won't be beating it without retries. Raise character level to 6. My best advice for this one is to just use a variety of characters, because getting their bond levels up or what character levels up, whatever you, basically from using a specific character, their character levels will go up, and you get different stuff every few levels. You know, one level will be Gald, one level will be Gleamstones, another level will be these Rainbow Tomes, so that will definitely be something to make things easier for you there. Now, this one might be a bit tough for people, if you're not like super grindy, but raising the SSR Memoria to 100, there is a before there was no way to kind of do this without wailing out, but well, I guess you could farm the regular raids and try and get those SSR Memorias, but the best way to do this is to farm this Farah raid. There's still 6 days left. It goes away on the 3rd of August. Get Farah's Memoria to 100. You can get from the exchange shop, I believe you can get 3 copies. Let's look down here. Yep, you can get 3 copies from that. And then you just got to get the other 3. Oh, and there's 3 copies you can also get from the rewards itself. So you get one at 100,000. I think there's one at 75. Yep, and I think there's one at 50. Or no, it might be a bit low. Oh, at 41,000. So there's the 6 copies you need to do it right there, and then obviously maybe you don't have to grind as hard if you get lucky, and because Farah can drop from the raid itself. So if you're going for like multiple copies, because it actually is a pretty good Memoria overall, it wouldn't be that bad to go for multiple copies. So that's what I recommend for that Memoria. Ascend the same character 5 times. Overall, it'd probably be easier to do it for an SR because you don't need as much taxing materials, but I did it for Lloyd because I was already working on him to begin with. Pretty much up to level 80, all the materials you need for the most part can be found in the very hard mode, the hard and very hard of the story. And then there's a couple materials you need from normal raids, but once you get to 80, from 80 to 90, 90 to 100, it's all just hard and very hard raid materials. So you will have to do that. And then unlocking a panel on the Ascension board, overall is pretty simple. Once you have a character at 100, you unlock the Ascension board. If you've never seen the Ascension board, I will show you what it looks like. It looks like this. You've pretty much got these different buffs, like this one, HP 2%. You can get 3% for attack, you know, defense, crit damage. This is reducing damage taken from specific element, which is wind for Lloyd since he's earth. Increases overlimit gauge filled when taking an action. So that just means you'll get your Mystic Art much faster. HP recovery, and then evasion rate. So that's everything there. And obviously these will be a lot of work to kind of fill out, especially, oh wait, let me show the materials that you need for it, for example. These special, so the Crystal Shard, the Load Vein Crystal, and the Dragon Vein Crystals are only, and I just made a video on this, you've probably already seen it already, depending on which order I uploaded in, but these materials are only available right now from these limited raids. So if the limited raid is not up, you will not be working on your Ascension board for an SSR. But from what I've been told, I don't have a fully awakened SR, but apparently SRs do not require those materials for the Ascension board. So if you're working on an SR, like for me, for example, I don't have any wind units that are SSR, so I'm working on an SR Dezel who's level 80 right now. That is another option that you kind of have there. And then the last thing that I have yet to complete which I'm pretty much just playing a waiting game right now, is adorn a Memoria Stone to its max. Now, so if you don't know what adorning a Memoria Stone is, let's go to Memoria Stones. Let's go to the one I'm actually working on. Where's Lloyd? There we go. You basically go to this tab right here, and you can give permanent buffs to the stats that it gives. So, like, for HP, it gives 3,200 at max. For attack, it's 210. And right now, for defense, I've got 400. I don't know how much higher it can go than 400, but right now, I am lacking in defense stones to finish this off. And the only real way, there's two ways to get these stones. The first way, and probably the easiest way, is to go to your guild. You go to guild point whenever it decides to load. And this is obviously dependent on if you have guild points or not. It looks like it's not going to want to load. The guild page is always very wonky with when it decides to want to work. Basically, I'll just explain it anyway. You go to guild point summons, and you do summons, and they have a chance to drop in there. And then the only other way to kind of get those is, there we go, now you're just going to retry. What are we doing? Okay, whatever. I don't need to show anything else, so I'll just explain it. So, yeah, so the guild point summons are the one way to do it, and then the other way being through events, like the Farah event that just went on or is still going on. There are 25 defense, attack, and HP shards each for you to get from the shop. So, there is those. Are we done? Okay, thank you. So yeah, you can see here, let's actually show the details, see if it actually shows it here. There's obviously these, and then, okay, it's not gonna show the rest of the stuff you can find. But yeah, so those are basically the two ways to get these, at least for now. They can't drop from raids or anything. Oh, there is the third way. The tower mode, the Phantom Tower, basically, there are some stages that can cause some to drop. That's your third and final way. But right now, I'm kind of capped out on what I can do for the Phantom Tower. I am stuck at floor 20, which I am having actually a decent amount of trouble with. It's got 3 defense shards, which could very well just be the rest that I need. But, you know, just with my current account, recommended element is wind. That's the worst possible outcome for me because the only wind unit I have is that Dizzle that's leveled up. So until I get some wind SSRs, hopefully I'll be able to get a couple over the course of the next month before the Phantom Tower goes away. But since we do have about a month from this point, you know, a couple days less than a month before it'll reset, and then we'll get a brand new tower with brand new stages. Kind of like Asteria has. But for the most part, those are the only ways to kind of get these. It kind of sucks that there's no, like, you know, I would have loved if maybe in, like, the arena shop as well, maybe they had some to exchange here. I definitely would have been totally fine with that, but not so much luck there. So right now, I'm pretty much just playing a waiting game until either I get some from my guild point, from my guild point summons, or a new event drops, which we'll probably get a new event when the Pharaoh one goes away on the 3rd. So hopefully that has an event shop for me to exchange from there. So pretty much like a week away from being able to fully adorn this Memoria Stone. But that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below, and let me know what your SSR tickets got you. I think my first SSR ticket on stage 5 is what gave me Vicious. Ideally, from, let's actually look real quick before we get out of here. Because obviously it's only going to pull from this pool of characters. It's not going to pull from the new banner stuff until those characters get added to the general pool. But let's look at contents real quick. I would say, honestly, as much as I would love to, because I want a wind unit, obviously. As much as I want Saray just for being a fan of that character, Kohaku does have a heal. So I feel like Kohaku, she has anti-magic, which removes physical ailment and restores 20% HP for one ally. I think Kohaku would be my top choice for the unit I would want. So I at least have a, because once I have a healer for a specific team, I can start working on other aspects. Now, Kohaku's not as much of a healer as Estelle, exactly, because she has a heal ability, and her Mystic Art is a team heal. You know, as you can see here, her Mystic Art heals all allies, and then First Aid heals one ally. So that's pretty good there. So it wouldn't be for the long run that this Kohaku would be my team healer, but having just a little bit of a heal definitely would help a little bit, even though it's only 20%, so it's not going to matter too much overall unless you're just trying to keep something really tanky alive. But that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.